Now, on my way, you are facing this major issue. O say, oh, Tikoko Bosso, President Mahama, that's a very bad decision. Focus on energy on 24-hour economy. No, for just so call for chief executive for in NATO, no one deliver. Randy Abe, me brand, no media, Randy Abe, the meaning, but tell us one of my respect no power, but Randy Abe, do more consultation if need be. Me, I don't agree with the people who are saying you should be sacked. Last week, better my make so almost say sack Randy Abe, and I disagree with them. Because the man is barely 1 year in this position. Ma obi the yesi consume the boy hina. Ejuma the obia obema na ejuma bia is likely say ejuma na cancel errors here and there. It's in a bank cry mo me cashier no. Or mo close your accounts for the day. They do what we call a friend saying miscellaneous or something like that. Accounting for no mo sika bi omudi because there are minor losses that comes with the job. It's in the error where I say if there are any errors, it comes with the job. Allow the man to be in his office. ABS why you do my bed 2 years, so still Odin say una. Then we can say that oh yeah, sakeno. But it's too early. And to know around the avenue, so if you know what is good, sometimes I think the statistics is not working for you. Oh, if from now they are konya, with the sofa chair now they then they are not tobo. Omo the man cry refuse it. Man penny Excellency John Dramani Mahama na memono. And so far, we need to start following up on, for instance, 24-hour economy na Akwaku saying. This week, yeah, the Akwaku clash between Koko Akuafono and Yabain. What forced the president to say like this on emergency cabinet meeting on any team, no, Nkoshia. That me and my bit na hand my bon about that one they kudos. Their swift response in the president I had there. But then Koko na what's so no. Koko president what's so no. That's for me. Now it's becoming the biggest scandal of President Mahama because this is not what President Mahama promised. We any politics as him don't bring politics here or there. Ghana and here june hono. Na said the last week Papa Biba hano Mr. Abuache or your cocoa farmer or lembele hono mo 160 acres or so kochani cocoa no aton na sase no e de ama e galamsey for. Kofo bebre ba hano bedi papa na tena no kochani cocoa obi se onye cocoa farmer bia. Don't worry. Or your cocoa farmer, your cocoa farmer, that's not your headache. Or so trying to cocoa no because our price now president more day money there. And ya do on obeja too much now. And see, these are the issues that we are talking about. We are not talking about say a friend saying president the end what's cocoa bosso. And this is not what you promised. What I'm promising is obeti cocoa bosso. So we're hold here, yesterday I can on penny Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Any in penny for omo na hwe a friend say o man no so no. It is important say immediately and at once no they need to revisit that issue. Now Koko now almost say omate no they need to change that decision. As I saw almost sound imagine completely because and a big issue I can want is whether or not President Mahama na buy no omo betimi for failure omo campaign message. 1 year into President Mahama buying. We are not hearing any major move on 24-hour economy. Me ankasa me bra penny. He's part of the committee on 24-hour economy. Me ame bra. Ono de onye NDC MPP ono oye na adwuma as a technocrat. Ono habo no tie no oye na adwuma wa ye adwuma almost 30 years of experience. And to me nkasa obeye habo 24-hour economy without my brother. There be we yes akra nye enya possible. He has been involved in cocoa shipping. A cashew nut, just say the biggest shipping airline that's where he's worked in that shipping line for almost 30 years. Into a Kamama 24-hour economy, no, as an expert on the offshore say, Mudiamona Musum by a port to 24-hour wire crack. Omo brofu, Omunya crank a port in 24-hour. Omo Musikan on Benya. That will help them. So Mahama Kayano catching on, but 1 year. We any Guzitano Guzitano must come out to show us proper measures here. Mudi yes 24-hour economy because cocoa bosswa. That means you are not serious about 24-hour economy. Because I was say cocoa can 24-hour economy. How is it that we have campaigned on 24-hour economy? Na cocoa ike betimi anka cocoa processing company ka say mo kope kwan ke betimi another one bi e wa akra na bibi elembele hono ma anase one of the cocoa growing area western region one grand bi ase enche ni ade ni aye cocoa ni bi anasante ho ni aye cocoa factory ba ko na ye enkofo ya moton yogurt na aye ebi ni apɛ adwuma ma bi a ebi mo so ton cocoa drinks no mo nam no mo ton cocoa ice cream cocoa drinks, cocoa ice cream, cocoa cake. This is Guzitan of my 24-hour economy. No? You people must be talking to Ghanaians to tell us exactly what you mean. 24-hour economy, no. And she share no more the akogu former consistent because I'm aware port there. Minimum do my port, so any a problem. Because me na me catch them say me bra here, do no expert. Port until I know what is going on at the port. I know what is going on at the port. But I'm saying, say, on a more serious note, we need to know practical measures. More so strategy. I'm good for my 24-hour economy. No? Because agro 1 year ago, President Mahama buy 1 year your first quarter of the second year. And up to this time, now say 24-hour economy. Now you are busy say cocoa born a water swamp patcho. More your job is here get president or the vision bar and you no be implementing vision no. A team members no more any team no be implementing measures no. And more President Mahama bemuno. This is the time I move drink outside the box. Outside the box. Mwajuma no. Mon drink outside the box. Na boy President Mahama. Now say 24-hour economy manifestation. We must see it being manifested. We should see it being manifested. And mona mo be boa no masa manifestation ye hu na se mo President Mahama abamu so mo tiada na mo 24-hour economy really you are not giving us any friends and tangible idea. President Kufuor ba ya 2001 around this time na no ma start ye major niema fuel no mo teso no around this time na friends and blueprint for youth employment program ya married mo de ba around this time they were busy doing it. They were busy doing it. You know, around this time now, NHIS, must start it. So by now, no, you people must be showing us practical strategy. And your measures to make a strategy. And by conclusion of this year, now we go from all aspects. Police 24-hour. What you saying? Yes, we call police station. I say paper no 24-hour economy. Need to say 24-hour in resources. 24-hour in execution, 24-hour in planning, 24-hour. I was see who say police for guka kwan so 24/7. As see who say soldier 4 year do 24/7. Your body no so 24/7 anu ya own. Say I say Ghana for akuya for Ministry of Air for the statement by say Ghana for akuya for 24 omo koto niam obokina omo ba me akọ attack omo. Asem way Paul Boateng has been saying in Nigeria and it's a time with that number. He's been saying it consistently for as long as I know Paul Boateng, over 10 years old. And a bray ya can ya border no so okay see your 24-hour economy or border no so and can confirm attack a ready for no. What so what fast akwan so me man fast a couple of times akọ Burkina. So what fast akwan so Uba say we need more ho. And number 2 and your border no post so ya other border friends links are and one year official border. But in Kofofa ho be Ghana mu yesu yafa ho Togo any other countries Burkina ni ade. I think that Rugo said they be ho ukọ oti region a kejebi ebi ho ko Togo. What you say? Ukọ there was so many apply you were unapproved routes be Kofofa ho. By this time I was in Kenya 24-hour immigration service. Nakasa unapproved routes more honest. And also your advantage of creating jobs. Jayo and I'm going to take cocoa for a cocoa bosso. Moi jai all this 24-hour economy now, ye major practical election a promise. Major policy for government or somewhere no jai and I'm going to take cocoa for please President Mahama hold here. Yani a bow abaso last Wednesday say the swift response. I would hear the unprecedented. The one my power no afraid emergency cabinet meeting. And one I know a direct cabinet meeting. But for you to say a Kuyafon to reduce a cocoa Kuyafon. I mean, we are living in an era where government, Nanado Abayo, Mahama Abayo, you all have failed to fight Galamsey. Both of you have failed woefully, miserably. You have failed to stop Galamsey. Enti Galamsey na brofi kro moto Ghana cocoa na yen to mean delivery cocoa na yes indicator capital no. Ya kwaji cocoa no hu sika dada. Ye kra so cocoa na ya kwaji hu sika dada yen to mean supply. Sikana yakwaje no hu cocoa because yakwaje abrofo ni sika ye nkotua sikana momo. What we do is that ye the cocoa beans and momo teka. Meanwhile syndicated capital na yakwaje no over the last 2 years no ye signed the cocoa banks no mama ye syndicated capital no ye de omo ka cocoa beans yenye because over the last 3 years no yentumi and supply cocoa no manem bro so your cocoa production that's what from 1.12 million metric tons no as what am about 630,000 metric tons, more almost half. These are the issues also we want some can na wo santi cocoa bo no so a na cocoa akuafo no eka so omu kotwa omu cocoa no a na ga na ebenya 0 metric tons we na no mehu maami bi. You see, but I don't blame her. Ghana, no, there's a lot of ignorance. And ignorance because any woman for na effort some ignorant too. Politicians think cannot crunch the homo. Politicians think cannot crunch the homo. Also cannot crunch the homo say, what's a cocoa buona swa? A bemequia for no, I am more prone or susceptible to a fresh galamse for no. And to what's a cocoa buona sono. Say galamse ni bibano so memo 2 billion. Wasa si fama me na me 2 gold or so me 2 year mema o kakra so asanka ho obe twan koko na gu no de ama no. This is just what was he doing ho. I think Randy Abe is aware of this. Yera Erikopoku there, he's more than aware of this. But you see yen kind of crunch or man for na wo ground no be aso camera na mama what koko ne sa what koko ne so and then there almost your monti ase a wa bon complete respectfully wa bon. Because you don't understand the system there working on. When your politics are also camera, I could share me a queer for no, you know, mu ye de, almost your Montias, Alpha Mahama fans. Oh, yeah, Mahama, bro. Oh, yeah, Ghana and Swab, bro. Because God in the able to, I hear so I two in a couple of years, better. But your cocoa no from Tetakwashi Fernando Po, Abreso, and a cocoa, ya boy Ghana Sabes in there. See a jai cocoa now. Yeah, baby, a document. And not just that, yes, I say assassin because we all know the mining and the galam say the assassin. And then collaborate cry deformities because of galam say chemicals, cyanide, and the mercury are they mining. Now what to work so come and a mama what so almost say I'm on tiasi. Very ignorant statement. Very ignorant, very childish, very immature. Very, but mama and maybe your catches and may mediocre. This is a very mediocre thinking. Oh, dream neko fans abe mama hama. Oh, you need that. Mama, the anytime so beko. Now gold, you know. You to gold in you na assassino. Cyanide come now could you a bunch womb. Now could the bunch no na so unya cancer. Yeah, wabesu. Wabesu why? Say mercury ko bunch ni near the yagarima now di now bana yari no ua. Yeah, wabesu. Yeah, you know. And these are the things that politicians, they ought to teach the populace. Mune wasa mochre Ghana for no. Mune wasa mochre ma mo de mo kan okra because ebe boa politically ti o yenyai. Mpacho president mama, your decisions about cocoa for no boss cocoa price. It's one of the worst decisions you could have taken under your government. It's a bad decision. It's a bad decision. Mr. In the long term, one akache say we shouldn't be mediocre. Yen winning near my baboy dachi. So what advice that me take in order that we are not mediocre and impartial, reverse that decision. Reverse that decision to reduce cocoa. What the upper catch a cocoa crafon so wuniska. Any night I said Ghana is going through difficulties. It is Kenny Hawk. And you bet me to the current price now oh cano. Later, the akamuno would the best swam. But for you to just hey. Oh, and then China for their cocoa, China for their cocoa. And now him say abrofono to tongue by recallable niche cocoa, Mr. Poco Transport Bay as a niche cocoa, one of the most successful cocoa manufacturing companies at Watama. Niche cocoa, by recallable, Cargill, cocoa processing. Any ye buyers or more abrochre, your buyers a cassia or more togana cocoa no abrochre a Cadbury no. Any a Hershey's. Omuna wa brochu omoto Ghana cocoa no me nya sa dollars no. E di begu economy no. Sa buy akase runim. Oma hu se Ghana ni Cote d'Ivoire starting say yes price you know peg you know. And a peg. Yes price peg. That's the right word. Peg you know. And Crofona Colombia. Tio those cocoa buyers no. Oma ko Brazil, Colombia. Any those countries now South America no more than it is a Ghana. Omo to me dia cocoa ni be pepe. They are planting cocoa. In the next 10 years, you know, Hershey's there, Cadbury near the no Ghana cocoa ni bio. Omeko cotton Brazil, Colombia, any other. Venezuela, they'll go and buy there. Now, on my way, you are facing this major issue. O say o ti koko boso. President Mahama, that's a very bad decision. Focus on energy on 24-hour economy no. Fe just say on call for chief executive for nyina to no mun deliver. Randy Abe me bra no me de Randy Abe de me tell so na so me respect no pa but Randy Abe do more consultation if need be. Me I don't agree with the people who are saying you should be sacked. Last week Mbetsna me can so mo say sack Randy Abe I disagree with them because the man is barely 1 year in this position. Ma obi the yes consume the boy hina. Ejuma de obi a obema na ejuma bia is likely say ejuma na cancel errors here and there. It's in a bank cry mo me cashier no or mo close your accounts for the day. They do what we call a friend saying miscellaneous or something like that. Accounting for no mo sikebi or modisha because there are minor losses that comes with the job. And in the error where I say if there are any errors, it comes with the job. Allow the man to be in his office. ABS why you do my bed 2 years, so still Odin say una. Then we can say that oh yes I can. But it's too early. And to know around the avenue, so if you know what is good, sometimes I think the statistics is not working for you. Oh, if from now they are konya, with the sofa chair now they there and tobo, or the man cry, refuse it. Refuse it. Yeah, sometimes politically I don't even understand politicians. Cause you Ghana hey ya na President Kufuado. Started so ko baby I know de na konya anko and ye fire no. NDC for the major campaign against President Kufuado. Major campaign against President Kufuado. Afa this NDC aban afa mo officers e kwa no mafa you polish akonya officer akonya na mo de ko. There be who kwa afuo ma ye no rollings the examina watiwa examina shawility boot. Eti ran the political shoe no yifri yigu. Na shed John Green overall. The oye said go you know so no. O kwane ekuta motobro na doma motobro. Share no be overall no share also the be matintegram. We a nice guy. Ti Randy Abe yi political suit ni go stop doing the bougie CEO eduma no. Koko body nye bougie job. Boots on the ground. Randy, boots on the ground. Yi political suit ni go. Me see mo obi anka say yen but sometimes you also have to do the needful. Say the man confo be jiwatum the kuafo can relate to you kwa she overall working ji ani bi. Na she Wellington boot. What your papa oniema gu ka mu. Wo wie na ko hotel how dey she wo ba crash how dey ba wo ko farm one man patrol yi overall no political shooting good chain. Na she yi ni bi overall no working ji ano na she boot no Wellington boot na see krom wo wo so see afo ni mo. When you kasa, they know that you because Randy Abe ya crab boy on tenefuo muda. O nim u busana say there and anonom swelling shoot. Me sure say bia de osuano secondary school no anonim. On ko afuo muda. But bibia yesua man ye. Be boots on the ground so that the people can see that you are with them. You feel their pain. You associate with them. You understand? Now move focus on 24. Whoever is in charge of the 24-hour economy from Guzitano. Any or more mark all the institutions and let us see something by the end of this year. Mudi agrododo. As a good way now, President Mahama war, President Mahama government no one mu bebre mo ya fano a year first 14. Mo ya tiada. Oh yeah, good way to know. We need action. By now see who by now mo fa police for ni bia kan mo maye hu by now mo fa year first soldier for kan mo maye hu mo franco for mo sisa ball akra by now o se ka mo push bi ma zoom lion na nkofo gu on no mo ye adwuma na mo pra any airport u see ya even green grass here wo airport create me shit na nkofo gu so nya se nsuo keke e bi spray so abroche ye wo spray this spray so na ye green ye prepare push people create jobs. Oh the way we had so much expectation of President Mahama buying any idea just mo yama yensensi form. We have been pushing and praising you for the good job near debat and a many lawyer question be ye will hand say and we are going to assess President Mahama buying. We will assess President Mahama buying, you know. But kudos to the court because there's a very big interesting landmark case bia about Abontin Abrantie bia and also court order no. Some say sisi mude na ye mude otweala mo mema na amaba no ayeye ware kete na ne ware mo ware ajai obi so ko promise obi so obe ware court wa che no and breach of promise to marry say so ntwa patasika next time obetu pega breach of promise to marry the aka ne say e be che akwa no Russia ni no I like the now Sam George can say they are going to ask Russia to extradite in their patrol. Moon to me extradite to be moon to me extradite to be and matter me enjoy any enjoy. You cannot extradite anybody. Me I mean you about 10 Queenia Arabakumsi. Me chia why? Me you about Arabakumsi. Major senior journalist. And then she's a big farmer. Oh yeah, commercial farming. See Abakumsi. Kudos to you. What you say? And that's why I'm saying that Karandiabe, people like Arabakumsi, you know, farmu, no your communication, they show you how you can do the job on the ground. Because seriously. But back to first Russia, some George can and they want to be extradite to be. But you see, I think that whether Obetimia Ghana government are extradite Abrantianaba or not is immaterial. I think the fact that Ghana brofu. And Ayakasa, Russia embassy, you know, Atseno is good. But we must escalate this matter beyond the Russia embassy. I was here, Vladimir Putin, and Kasati, Ninkrofoni be Abedin Kwasemoha. But first and foremost, Russia embassy, very fast, Aquano, Russian empire. Because for all you know, not your Russian, maybe he's just traveling on a Russian passport. What you say? It's Yamaya who said, a friend saying, or your Russian sana. Now you really who say or your Russian, then we can escalate the matter. Because I was here afraid Interpol. This is a human rights crime. Now Brantiana committee. Even the UN recognizes this as a human rights crime. As a human rights crime. So be recording for and I know only money adane there in Ghana. International law most of the countries no where the 16 years are all rights obey me obi ada. All rights obey penny. And to say nipa na agrees or no better no any problem any crime. Where the 16 years nipa no consent. And to obey me agrees or no obi better. But say what recording no. Abra nipa ni nim. Uwie ya o san ton wo dark web no so. Uwie say o san chese wo di omo fe. We should put him on Interpol and chain on American come be show no web crash power. Yan so ya mo bia wo say third world country ye sabi yenya John. Sabi yenya John. Yeni abre we should protect our citizens. And Ghana for this is a very good opportunity for us to protect our citizens. Yama Russia for no say yan so yan crop no ye dream omo ho. What you say? What kind of nonsense is this? Why Obia Bu Africa say look at the countries or target here Ghana and Kenya. These are the countries we are doing very well in tourism. Ghana we are doing very well in tourism. And he decided so obe choose these two countries. So obe guye ni mase. Obe collapsing. What you say? Na what saying? Na obi ba no aka say the Ghana the oba asa ton I mean what is this? Ghana must be bold. Yen cheno na mrani abranti ni no say yes third world country but yen for. We also have rights and we can enforce these rights for our citizens. And let me show you landmark case na there abano. Landmark case na there abano na yes me say mranti na mo yen ware mo ware for obi ahụ. Wa be kwa fa ge bia be promising say e na odo me de car ne be mawo e na o ware me am de car ne be mawo no am wa hye ne bo oh me do I love you kan no ya say oh enya actionable and then court will rule say o promise you obi say o be ware no na there's clear evidence e che say nipa no de ne ho ato sa abɔhye no so wa twen ho enkrofo bebre ba be say ne pe o say me pe obi a we ba o say me pe obi a we ba o say na boga we abalande o say me pe US ya ba o say me pe Dubai boga ba o say me pe Saudi Arabia boga kra ba o say me pe me twen me de na wo nyinyina achi na wo daada na say wan no a ye be boka nti court ama wa ma order say branch no ntua compensation. I think that's a very good one there pa for more men manua munchia atopa kakra bia mbo wunti sebe nkwase aboshe na mo sha court na order no court orders man to pay 200,000 Ghana cedis compensation for breach of promise to marry. It took 2 billion next time o ko hye nkwase abo a sebe o be dwene ho nkwase am sebe breach of promise to marry. And where the law is no respecter of gender. Enti ankyerɛ sɛ oba nko a wo ye bema so na ga ebi hye wo bo na wo de ne kɔ nursing training college wo de ne kɔ teacher training college wo de ne kɔ hwan college na so wie na so o so do ho to so abo ne ho ka hwɛ college nyina 3 years na wo tua de obedidi ne chobo so sika ne ade ne maame de mini madam fo bi a o de ne me kakra madam fo na hwɛ obehu se ono a me ka madam for the girl no call nursing training college o e di ni akọ bia adwuma kra ma ni boy san hwe ne ma me ka ho adan girl no so oba akọkọ kama madam for no so ni taste oba akọkọ enye de black eyi de bi opa oba akọkọ nurse girl no so slim things ya ne deni ade wa hwe girl ya girl ni be wie school a week no be wie school no mo graduation na say there bi o hwe abra no e na wanyi che ne kakra e na abra na say o mu ni compatibility nonsense o tua wo nurse school fees ndi wo say na mo nya compatible o tua wie na wo say mo nya compatible e ru say madam for nya so on pay shame e kanya say no ko sugar no e no so ni calculate sika ni nyina plus broken heart no kwa the court who him say court bet me calculate broken heart no kwa awanya no emotional na girl no the amount no emotion wa ma broken heart or tete oh hi after the okofo filling station kra who kobufu no kra who ka no tank no four tank no all right come to me the car no go see left ya wo yi kra who to me that who broken heart that who ko yi kra who to me sign who dey broken heart enya asem ketwa me ebia to me ba to me once pe and then to me bio in my life me and to me bio and to me one penny to me na me to me cancel njiro obi a wo ko ka kire wan na wo ade na wo ye na ka say illegal mpana twe na wo twe na wo asa akwa ka da bi intermediate anyom shama so broken heart in my head ma broken na me na ma dwen no gonjo kofiad ma wa gonjo pi na te enti mo mema no 2 billion next time o taxi abekwa akoton uba abekwa akoton aba na de aba betu aka no many girl no a we court ama o eyisa no wo hwe no onya garnish na japade o wa asase bi o sidan ama ye fa nkoto so ne nton ne fa metu ya next time okosi oba bi po bedwere ho according to onwe ho according from mote one na mo hye bossa boshefun dross ba ko amu be wuro nti mind you mpacho se nipa ne pa ne wada na mpa no so no eno yo say ena oh de nya hwe meto we ama wa meto plane ama wa meto uber ama wa te wo ma me kra me bia business ama no empa so atopa no mpacho nya actionable enu to me fan kokko say breach of promise to my mesero empa so no last minute na nipa no na no photo bia me hu woti Facebook na nipa njina no yese o say o de ma me small one de brush o de brush keke o de enko eno de nya actionable enu nipa ne take your rise what you say, take your rising or the hormones no they testosterone and above for the trim and or they kasa or pe brushing or neyo with the mami enko bebre or boa eno de wo kona o nipa no or the remu kosi akoi said the akwami jambe say full and complete 4 inches here and ya wasem eno anya actionable what the court justice tanko court to crowd supreme court justice kulendi court or supreme court go be any obedi amaw enya actionable because nipa no ne take your rising he's in the mood he's on heat. He's on heat. What's a crama or heat? He's on heat. And then you're actionable. But they're not doing that clean. Bibianya no. Or you okay, the normal self, not doing that like a reasonable person. Or drink normal or more than. Or you okay. That's what be show bo. Oh, I do it's na home train me kwa brochaba. Me ye adwuma 2 years my ba foul. No a troll letters. Wa be hu ma me e de nsakra ba se ma me de nsa na asi we mo hwehwe mo be na mo hu no ampacho wo me ho o che me dem mo me de say obi se captain smart and ampacho minim captain smart asem captain smart me nya we se wa show baby abosa o se wa show baby body o ba kro no wo case on fan kokot nya ha na wo be bobo captain smart din captain smart aminim no na nkomo kapa ono wa sha obokra ntu me fan kokot unim captain smart unim say ne maame nye ayo ne maame nim de eti oto captain smart din God's brain smart na dwen ne de chem God's captain missy captain or the second bra to come hu to the atu come obey you sis what the sis very on nice see ah ti anya captain smart ono yo obi sa akra ni pa no kokot what nami nkutogu wadwene mu or the was one some lawyer questions rate what the was some to me van court but this is a good case. It's a good case because breach of promise to marry bebre court ya and confront and succeed. Inti I'm happy say we say court na nipa na to me succeed. Lawyer question mama good evening ni akwaba.
Good evening, Miniaba.
What's this?
I asked him over there. Minim say our form tao, but na metiba kubi. Now we say brushing near the now. I know so I kid toothbrush and I say hairbrush.
Oh, unim the American pa.
That be
And when you be
oh.
testosterone no heat cosroa. Na no cheno. Ye bi am kwa o che am no say as the Guinness ya ye hye or French the Guinness ya hye.
And Musana, I who social media na ana experience kakra o.
Council baby I'm in the experience baby oh experience baby oh experience baby oh but baby so am confess cases baby so minim
one when nipa na o Captain Smart no ye nyina sana na wo ye timo wo so mo twro edu social media say Captain Smart e breaki efia pokua ne hat.
Belgium.
Exactly. And tonight, and church, you know, man, for
no fool say Yamiana.
Ghana, hanging out behind himself, won Captain Smart. Everyone on my broken heart.
Oh, David. Oh, yeah, me call it. Nay, lady be a warren or free Belgium.
Okay.
Lady Nani Kunu later no. Your friend on so if you're pokia. Why
didn't you chedo? Why didn't you chedo?
I same way. Many Captain Smart to call Kuhum to Quabe 1,000 times or Adum FM.
Oh,
because first no. No lady nenam no. One said to the bia. Sometimes unim your generation is already abro. Me kai say me all multimedia no. Yeah, baby, omo ya mo se mani ade dodo nti abeku Santana mu nyina abeku happy birthday to you why nyakopon man kwatenten. Omo friend me Margaret Thatcher. Enti wo so won kakra bia se wani ade dodo. Enti na ma ye die to de bia de mo ametime push but I'm like okay there. Enti Captain Smart ya no akot na oh me chia me yire efia pokua so na nya me am se masa wo yire no obi anim no. Enti chire mu se wo yire efia pokua no o Belgium nya me but he kept you see ono the end they say when people make the assumption that he's okay, you know, me say no, matter. And I agree with you. It went off well. Paul Adromoche friend me one time be. I say, oh, now husband, Captain Smart say one husband, patrol. It is true. I comfort baby thought that I am a husband.
And I know when in a year, Juma 20. Ghana honey in me fear pokia ba kupe. Once and Richie, Bakubi so ba Onya FM. I don't say fear pokue. Just a fear pokue be a who on the debate.
Hey, Asamo. But where the Captain Smart didn't know a bugger or a Belgium bugger on your friend if you're Pokiano, huh? Maybe they are a local breed. General
Aqua boy, man, they watch it in Mukakra.
I pass one woman has our opportunity because. True, comfort baby thought say me but Nyamia, but Captain the mini abema. And the me But council before I become a more 24-hour economy, whether or not they are achieving their promises or more chair so on Bayano. Mammy was about this case, what do you think? Do you think this is a win-win? Say a court and make sad decisions, I don't think you 2 billion no.
Yeah, you see, I think it's the right time. Now say court no. When we say in some hunu bebre koso last year no so court no go full year e ma no beka say to say me no we discuss several no say sisia no mba no entumi medada me ma no say mawaro after 1 year me ko jao wo property no chemu mienu eno abeda nchan court no so hu say me ma no bebre so e di mba no enya promise to marry no adult baby. Especially Yamba now with 25 years, 30 years, ni wina. Baby na nyo monsane juma and kakran. Mema no more dia obisone lie or did you?
Aye.
Obeba or share was kawa on one way near the. Na be an assisimu yet in kakra. No, the nano befa or mewaro, sir. Now, Odi do see Kenya. And I think it's about right time, court to know and make such a decision. A man be brave to her, there might be the no better for months. I don't say man or no, say, Omunyo be no money gin of one. Obia bar no massacre, Obia bar no massacre. Then you all kind of broken heart and ya the papa. what target is a Sabema we are na menene befim ako. And if last minute now we disappointing the sana, let's just office we are seeing now has come to an end.
Yeah.
Oh, and the court intervention, by creating the awareness, Ebema mba bebree so ejina omona so. This year no will be concern so 6 months, 1 year krana na ubunu pasia. I think the person can take it on. We will show you the DBA password. We use it as an opportunity to also educate the general public. Young pam fason advice and brothers in the baby. Say it is not advisable. Say Ube running or baba for 2 years, 3 years. 1 year no 1 year. It's not nice. Ube warena wareno. Warena jano before from Mefa because they've been instant. Who's a man in fear and endorse baby. Oh. And to walk now baba for 5 years. Nipa no wedi 25 dada. Apena won san no have boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend for 5 years. No wedi 30 years. 30 years no disappointing na. Why no mama Fabio? You see, a person na no say oba prekono. The new nyam ne na bra boni adie na. Until you to say your brothers no so more outside no. Either say you are going in for the person, go marry. If you are not interested in the person too, you am far huma mechechiro. Oh, but it is a who yes when you are take.
Sir.
Wow, person back at also, you don't want to release the person to go. Oh, and a relationship should not always be about enjoyment. Most of the ladies in particular, they want a man to move with.
Yeah.
They want to be sure. In our part of the world, you see, I know about Kubisa Bema into the Bena Obema, dear, the Bena Mbano feels said about Sanet or more have Memano. Wow. So they will not ask. And then they feel say moving up and down, they will be an himself again, they will be an himself, so they are okay. Or before Freud man magic. But no last minute, yet we see ma na and one share not tear power dream.
Yeah.
Anchor for Oko Pantane way near dear. I mean, the records are there. Emma Baby, because of this kind of disappointment and so on and so forth. Oh, pair or bana. I mean, over about whom you know, be a not finance are fine before Namuntimumu. But you don't create the impression for the lady to know, sir, on one over Wareno. I mean, 4 years, 5 years, then. Oh, some people have the assumption, say, okay. Ebia enyo mamu yes is here. But on one son and person menene eshim. But that aspect, Abrabo ben over ma 2 years still now recover. After 2 years no recover. I mean, Janipano kwai maybe in future no recover. Now what pay other means and what pay for also. Uba back na we are fine, the better for you. But it's not nice, Oba be born paisa. Hey, Oba o pebema our no. This is Taminada Empire or Mobono. Uko school park no swa.
But I think that because beyond that also man also yen so I teaching kwala I think the brass will say starting this show mutrim say our year no enye ultimate uko school bi akoso ko na wetimi aye adwuma no wenyansa no adwuma but we say because you pompi no she ntimunity no obo one more 30 something cry no ye adwuma cry. Still, and I am member be saying, how can I be more targeted? Sisters, nobody bear 30 something, no. Or the now I'll bomb me 100,000. Bomb me gozo. No, I didn't think it.
Dana Pelan, the answer will be wishing your system in the past. But court, I'm right decision. At least you can't cry when ya. Nipano Nakuma Tony, when ya justice. The mere fact say court to me rule say we bunu kwasiano. What me I say? Later no, you can show more fact no. Now the educative platform no. I mean on the people and then when they go down.
But I no call just 1 minute, mommy. As I call President Mahama ni Coco issue no so. Also the last some of the cases I call court on breach of promise to marry no. Court,
Yes.
for instance, I think a Tata Kradi case here now. Even it went all the way to I don't put any breach of promise to establish marriage. Now court say there be papa now worry no.
Yeah, for a very
The,
long time, the position of our law, breach of promise to marry, no, court na no we bun any eguso. What me I say, hey, any I know our twice baby. Because of our cultural upbringing, anyway, in a second. But I think, like I said, it last year, from Supreme Court anyway, among we say, Pasebuno, in our own sem, no, also baby. In the judicial system, the judges are changing their stance on some of the legal positions. And I think it's in the right direction because many will know here I'm slow, but who a man money being at the poor for me say, oh, a disappointing man, baby, it's not nice. And likewise, a man, baby, so I your margin so Mindy, a branch, a pen, so a beshano. What I say, oh, treat taxi, or ye mason, or ye way, or soon be a me one of kakra. But meanwhile, no. Like you just said, Obi better see a trend and then I said, Omberia said, your school fees. Uncle nursing training college. Uncle then, Uncle university. Uriana, bye bye. Obano, or no small girl now, Uriana. Why, I tell at a moment on so. We're going to go. Now, remember, no baby, and I am in your master. If you say by education, oh, buano, man, fine, she would tell me, say, oh, buano, no, abawaro. I don't understand some of the men too. And what there you can help, but it shouldn't be said because Chinchina or no one and person be wareno, and I mean, one of my in future. Yenya examples about Punyamian, about thousands of instances. Oh, not necessarily for the eba, not legal for the eba. Now we all the time, IP, UPSA for no more the eba. Bones a sugar daddy also my trap, Alana, or no apple. Material was there, material school fees my way. Or do final year or so a garment. Open the papa to papa, paying toto. Oh, now to
I said there was a video that went viral. I think here knew it papa be copy or saying a girl. Now me say papa crown fair. Full glare of the camera. Was the girl no host away na girl no to a jam. I'm like, are you serious?
Now we have to wow can see as a broken heart chiwa. Who call fuel station? Now o can maybe I would have the best crowd who maybe. And then I mean it's normal, but yeah, they be yes, no. Now you use the platform also to educate the public.
Yeah.
No man, I can you feel I can go from Mamukeke. But I have had instances people will bump into me at the shopping mall, at the marketplace, and then they say, one of them lady Mushuya Muye, it's hardly we are more kind. And boy me pa to take some decisions new way near them. I mean Shramo. And the opportunities pass here. Me, I don't hesitate. At least yeah, we give opinion, we give a little education that we need to give, both morally, legally, and then we move on from there. And so with this ruling now, abandon breach of promise to marry, it's not only to the men. Man to be brave to say marking, legon for they also promise the man say, Bobby Hoka, me are member waro anyway. And say both ways. Wow, but I quite to say about our trying so man for investing. No, the man can think no. Breach of promise no then I will call you one. Do you get my point? And at the end of the day, me fan say Maya and be benefited if it is breach of promise to marry. But our take home for today on this topic, and then I said, yes, sir, you know, man in particular. Don't date somebody to exceed 2 years. Actually, 3 years, no. If you have plans for the lady, let the lady know, say, yes, I'll marry you. If you don't have plans, allow the person to go. Because the man, see, I know when you cross 25 years, now, omu market, area conform kakra. So release them in time. Let them have their freedom and make other choices rather than nipa back. Obi bese me dating 7 years. Many 8 years. Anyway, and we're disappointed.
And
We're
then
disappointed.
check yana wo check it. And
Look at that.
when you na say dating here simple dating because e be see jeans. E be here aduane, e be koda ho, e be mo on ma they move to get in together. It's just and I can to me a twen ho na obi mbefa girl no.
Exactly.
It's complete waste of anybody's time if you have to just date say amunye nkola 20 something exactly. You know what you want. Move on. Or not anybody else should move on.
Yes, move on as expected. Okay, next topic.
Young Coco Code, so.
One more Russia, the Kakra.
Very well. Make an answer because some George say, I'm back a Russian embassy now. Russia government for extraditing. Do you think it's possible that Ghana, you bet me a small country like Ghana, you bet me impressing on government, Russia for government or more extraditing in Ghana, no be facing law, Nana?
Meteseo as a senior lawyer, no, why educate public in the Kakra? Sir, Russia for no, Omodia share or national constitution. In Omono before I had the best show of national constitution, Russia no, Omoye, this socialist, extreme socialist. What me I say? Omono, Omabra Boyina, nationalistic. I love my country. They don't care about anybody again in this world. Socialist regimes, no, sanity. Omudiani extreme. And the wound to me, Kokani Pabako. Nanka phone it to no more show. First, now you Omoya USSR, Soviet Union. What me I say? They were all united.
Yeah.
And I see our countries, no matter to into about 8. But still, the Russia remains. Omodia share laws no say until Jesus Babano. And I'm Muhammad Baba Pano for Akon. Obia Niwa or a citizen of Russia. Peninsula. Say, Obi Bayam Rabbi say extradition. Yem Fane, so we could do Bonu Krubiso into Omo Russia for no. Omonfa Omo citizen no for the Omun to say Africa. America for ye na butrika money when they say America Mumasinko. And this Joe Joe
Russia don't show constitution said they will not extradite any of the citizens to another country.
Or in plain language. And that's an act of parliament, a constitutional provision. Especially Omuti America for him crampon or yes, our Lord. Change until we are Sebastian. Yeah, my Russia, Nibia, so on full plane. Uncle Bini country. Then try, Article 61 of our Constitution, 61 Section 1. Now, what ABI educated I want to encourage Yera Sam George. Me I namede Yera Kujeta Black Paso de Akaho. And brain, they say, Omoye youngsters, to say, Omo bo Omo modern, Yankopon more brains. Omo experience school no so omo call and omo to omo bo sua de yemfa bibia nto nchen no omo that natural talent I say normally you will be so a friend of youthful exuberance.
Exactly.
Normally say we are youth na mujashie no wo mu ti bibia ni hey and what we near to holding Ubasha. Within this 1 year, may honorable youngsters me anyway. There are few others. Oh my, hey, sir. And I just say issue be a matter on table no so. And they may have the right thinking, the right way. But what I would say and add and then I say, Mr. Omobebre, when it comes to foreign affairs issues, okay, our foreign relations and diplomacy, it doesn't happen all over the world. Policy, diplomacy, who say country we cry edit found with this one. Boko, we say means, so to me, Now we face you on the and I walk face you. But who need to me more than omodi? Yeah, Tigana, yeah, baby cry a problem. No, Ejuma cry, you need be my youth. Ghana, only US. Hey, they actually US. Masa kope baby da cry. Ana Ghana.
Interview now, some George Yana okay, hey, no, and go see aga.
Tabi the only way so a babuano, a babuano, so na hey, no. Diplomacy, hey, and no, I had the braille.
Okay.
When you make no boko, say, oh, that. You know what to find Russia, the entire way. But now, I didn't say, you know, and ya Ghana, Russia problem, and ya country to country. And you citizen by Kubi. Oh, and then there's an argument at Carlos and Dale. And a webby PA, my moha. No buy an officer or a champion attack. Oh, only a man or webby and passy. Nanka no problem, or the Yedin crown of Koya, Kayabe Yedin. But pass what they buy internet is so. Now we are seeing them who said Ghana citizenship and Wabayo Musino. Nifambino, once about public, you know. And yet, individual citizens no na woni omudi. You see, I know my moon na wugu ye hu fin so kakra. But in Russia for na abaye, e omu citizen or wa abaye.
Okay.
Na wo hwe issue no so kra na. Mini aba nke nsada nye any problem bia. Wahu. The only criminal aspect no. Say akwa no. Ni jimie bi. Wahu. Na ne bele aba. Ano de akoto internet internet no so enye sadia nka oba ne bema kukuomu akapima akate tum sawam de nka bebia ni wa area criminal offense what me I say because omo enjoy omo fine obia meka say ye rape no
Debbie
consensual sex in California, dear, and your problem. If that is the case, why are we also being harsh on the women? Minia, but Menu can say, we fit here to here, and rich ya Valentine. Ghana citizen, Barney Mema. Every morning, Bimukodayo.
Dear guess, yeah, been so much camera.
Obi kura Oceano, also the same day no Oceano. What me I say? Another was the only day I went here for the first time. Omukoye guess he be pepe. But one said, a woman sent for us to discuss. But a koye no nanke chine bi obi so recording na ono so the back internet so. So never buy a new my discuss it. And that will lead us to the main topic. Minya opportunity mama ya fa we fidi so na Father Dixon mo so aboa na ye educate Ghana paying for say be aye do no cyber security no we have to take it very very seriously.
That's so true.
Yeah, because me person me bobo ye nuanom ye brothers ni bia omo fi other countries ye hu omo as ye nuanom yi omo begu ye man no mu bebre no sa no mo de ye nuanom mbai ohu na edi jisika kese de fi omo ho omo no beda no mo video later no mo say masa pastor sika we bra say ye lawyer yeah lawyer since ye tisa no my bebre ohu enti for 500,000 bra one farm ba ye be circulate o video no and sometimes omo ankasa kra omo nye omo de be ma omo adan fofo
no ma upload it
no ma adan fofo no
I said there was a case we cry the nye outside o ye nia Ghana nia Ado versus Republic versus Ado Republic versus Ado akwa no kofa small go shia no West Hill small ano see ne pe ano ne kwa na akwala no so onye odada na onye another time no I say invited no so I think on the third or fourth time no did question ni fie wo chado obi a wanyini no o de ne question ni fie wo chado ano ne akwala ne da wo na chi o na chi no record here akwala ne si odu fie wo ntumi antena se no person ka che ne maame but guy na a video no waka check one can chance o video
Yeah.
ye no ne akwala ni wie ye no ana ka chance wa video nti okono okoka kire obi a ana o man sika na akwala ne koye na afa o ho anu asan frɛ no aye ni biemu o ho anu afrɛ no aye ni biemu na akwala ne se afa de ontumi no atorete ne se wa ma or the video no beto online ampa no the video no ato online. Enti later na police for to say cyber crime unit no Ghana police service no me sharp IT for nkwa na go no mo che no mo de ne ba court. And this is what you are saying. Ebi so ya nuanom Naija fo ni ade alata fo e na ebi so yes ah wa nya no de ato. Now say the last time I was at police headquarters na nursing students when him some more Instagram no mo recruit o some more ya advert. Say o mo boa o. Nti girls ne ba no ma ji o mo phones. No ma ye o mo sa no ma record it. Until the education can be very important.